In. Quick shout out to Dunkin' Donuts for sponsoring our event. America loves Dunkin', and gamers do too.
Gamers do enjoy Dunkin', honestly.
I had Dunkin' this morning. Did you have any Dunkin'?
I did have some Dunkin'
What
this
did you
morning.
have at Dunkin'?
I had a little bit of coffee and a donut. I had a cream-filled donut. No, custard-filled donut.
I had classic glazed.
Hello there.
And here we are. We actually see the map is going to be Rialto. And don't want to give too much away here, but it looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of what we were expecting to see.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Muskie here playing that signature hero of his. And it looks to be Rialto. That map we mentioned that isn't very favorable for the double snipers, more favorable for that 3-3 tank composition. But it looks like Quinnipac has elected to go for it. Maybe this is a strategy they have in their pocket. Maybe it's something that they've practiced. Let's see what they have for us.
And so the way this is going to work, we're going to be seeing Quinnipac on the defense first. Canisius will have a chance to push this payload to the end, and then if they're able to do so, once they're done with the attack run, Quinnipac will have a chance to attack as well. They're going to push in from the flank here, but they're going to get caught out. Swells all by himself. He's going to get taken down, and 22 scoop, 2 kills with 1 nade. Matt Muskie spamming these torp shots downrange. Jumanji going to go down very late. Canisius with a tough first fight there. They're going to need to find a different way to engage.
It looks like 22 scoops is sectioning off one part of the map, while Matt Muskie sections the other part. The Torb defense turret, as long with the Junkrat spam through main, means that Canisius will have a hard time getting through these narrow choke points.
Yeah, so we're seeing them engaging on the payload this time. Jumanji going to swap over to the Reaper, hoping for lots of close range damage into Quinnipac. I'm not sure how this is going to work out for them though. We're actually going to see a D.Va-Zarya combo coming out from Swells and Freakshow. Bean is getting close to that Dragon Strike as Quinnipac trying to hold them off here. So much damage though is coming through from Canisius. It's hard for them to hold their ground.
Yeah, it's the side of Canisius pushing in here versus Quinnipac. Quinnipac, though, is close to a few ultimates as Matty Muskie gets the first kill on Trunks. That Reaper going down means that Canisius will not have that frontal cleave damage.
Yeah, but Matty Ice going down. 22 scoops fighting back though. Matty Ice going to get rezzed up as well. So Quinnipac is full strength. Matt Muskie with the flank, full core. So much area of effect damage there. Going to find 4 kills, make it 5, finishing off Swells at the end there. They do have the Dragon Strike coming into this next fight, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to find value out of it.
That was really clean there for the side of Quinnipac. I mean, the flank Torbjorn, and it looks like Swells here changing on that Reinhardt. It's actually rather cool that we have these collision teams that are able to be so flexible with their heroes. Swells previously playing that off tank, and Freakshow playing that main tank previously on map 1 and map 2. They've flip-flopped the roles. They now have different heroes between them. And it looks like being here with this dragon.
Ooh, we're actually seeing Jumanji going down early yet again. I'm not sure if this Reaper play is going to work out for them. Matty Ice has the shatter. There's no shield on the side of Canisius. There is actually Swells on the Reinhardt. The grab comes in a 3-man tire from Scoops. Looks like they took some notes after that last map.
Man, their hold is looking so strong right now. The narrow choke point being dominated by that Junkrat and 22 scoops. They can't get through the side of Canisius. It looks like they're making some adaptations though. They're changing their support lineup around from that Mercy and Lucio now onto a Moira and Lucio. It looks like they also have their grab dragon combo available very soon. And see Freakshow getting very close.
We actually see Matt Muskie going down early after taking a nice headshot from Bean. And then getting fire strike. He's gonna get rezzed up though, and Nino Burrito is fighting back. The Nano onto the Reinhardt. The Golden Core comes down yet again. Quinnipac is just able to brute force their way through yet another fight. However, Canisius finally has this grab dragon combo.
They have about 55 seconds left here, and they have the grab dragon combo available. With no defensive ult on the side of Quinnipac, we could see a nice wipe here from the side of Canisius. If they're able to wipe them, they can get that first tick marker and then continue their push onwards. They increase their time in.
Yeah, and we're seeing Freakshow just trying to build up energy now. He throws the grab, but he only catches the Reinhardt. And Matty Ice is going to fall, but 22 scoops again, a 3K on this Junkrat. Jumanji though finds 3 of his own on the Reaper with the Death Blossom, but it's not enough. Too many people surviving these fights for Quinnipac. The grab coming out late there from Freakshow, able to finish off Nino Burrito. Quinnipac.
Man, even if they get that grab dragon combo on the side of Canisius, it looks like 22 is able to turn that around. As another pick happens on the side of Quinnipac, they're able to get down Matty Musk. His turret only living for a very short amount of time, and it looks like Canisius will be continuing this push in overtime.
Yeah, Freakshow now on the hamster ball there, going to be able to do lots of crowd control. and the Tire not finding the value they were looking for. That was their only ult here. They will have Molten Core, but I'm not sure if they'll have it in time. A Shatter comes out, and many players are stunned from the side of Canisius, but here comes the Molten Core from Matt Muskie, trying to force them off the points of this damage over time. They're still trying to contest it. 12's going to get caught out, and now it is just a brawl on this payload. Quinnipac fighting for their life, trying to force them off. Jumanji running kills on a Matty Ice. They're forced to fighting in this close range. The hipster ball is swinging through. Jumanji continuing to find kills. Here comes the Dragon Strike. Bean is able to find one, but they're going to force them off the payload. Quinnipac with a great first point hold there.
Matt Muskie dropping the Molten Core multiple times that defense. 4 Molten Cores in total, making the floor literal lava right there. Canisius, they can't even walk to the payload as they're forced off of it. And when they're forced off of it, it's easy pickings for that Hanzo.
You know, they told us he was a Torb main, but I wasn't really sure, and until I saw that, that was some beautiful play coming out from Matt Muskie there. As you mentioned, 4 Molten Cores on the defense. I mean, that was not a lot of time, and he was just putting in so much damage.
Now, on the flip side, though, we will see Quinnipiac's offense here. They got it almost to the first point rather, in this map of Realto, with just 3 points total. So all Canisius has to do is defend them on the first choke point, maybe the second choke point, or Quinnipiac, we could see a flip return here, as it could go 1-1 if they're able to finish that first point.
Yeah, and we're seeing them come out with this Orisa Hog combo. I was saying I'm expecting Canisius to do some kind of cheese, some kind of bunker comp, really trying to hold as hard as they can, because as you mentioned, they only have to hold this first point. If they lose 2 fights here, it could really be tough. 2 fights in a row, I should say.
We see here though, Scoop, he has that Pharah. Previously he played the Junkrat on the defense. He was able to use those explosive mines to section off the street phase. That made it very difficult for Canisius to launch a proper offense there.
And we do see the Torb still. We'll see if it comes out of the spawn door on it though. Sometimes it can be very difficult to get it working on the offense, but it could be a set piece that they have for this map. We're seeing the doors open now, and it looks like they are going to stick with it.
I'm expecting this Torb to lob his turn onto the cart or on the cross angle, making sure that he's able to get value from that. As we see Jumanji here, he's being spammed down by the side of 22 Scoops. It looks like they're having a rough time on the offense, as 22 Scoops is doing lots of work. His aerial supremacy is real. He's just spamming down justice from above.
Yeah, honestly, this battle between Jumanji and 22 Scoops is going to be very important. 22 Scoops, of course, has the advantage because he has the Mercy Pocket. Where is Matt Muskie doing, though? Look at him. He's so deep. He gets anxiety. He's going to get taken down, but he gives a lot of space to his team. Look at how far they got the payload while Canisius was focusing on him. Bean is actually going to get taken down, but Jumanji fighting back, able to find Hated Savage. Canisius is pushing in. They have the Coalescence, and they're going aggressive here. They're going to find one more kill, but Quinnipiac able to disengage.
Matt Muskie going for the flank Torbjorn play. If it did work out, if he could get more than 1 kill, it would have been the opening that Quinnipiac needed to cap this first point.
And we're seeing them coming in now. 22 Scoops still in the sky. He has that barrage, and Burrito has the grab. And look at that, breaking for both supports down from 22 Scoops' rockets. He doesn't even need the range up to, but he's going to anyway. That's going to secure this fight win for sure, and they might not even be able to contest this now.
Yeah, it looks like on the side of Canisius, they need to regroup fast. The supports make the switch over to that Lucio, the hero that's able to amplify the speed. He reaches the cart, but it looks like he gets taken down by 22. As we see a hamster ball rolling towards that defensive side. He's able to distract long enough. Let's see if he doesn't get picked out though, as Matty Ice is looking to hold this choke point with his Reinhardt shatter.
Yeah, Matty Ice really looking for a shatter here because there are no shields. Jumanji with a visor, he's trying to find the value. He's only able to find 1 though, and 22 Scoops is going to get red. Matt Muskie though goes down on a huge shatter for Matty Ice. 3 are going to get knocked there. The Coalescence coming out. This could be the final fight here. Quinnipiac looking to finish this point and make it a 1-1.
Quinnipiac learning from their past mistake. They landed the Earthshatter, but there was no follow-up the previous time. But it looks like this time there is, and it's still a back and forth affair as Canisius is still fighting back. The Golden Griffin, they're pulling him back. The Warrior on Frank the Bunny is able to get 3 picks. Nice speed to Houston as Quinnipiac is also returning to the side of the fair and forth. And a huge barrage on the side of Quinnipiac means that they will end up maybe securing this point 1, meaning it will be all tied up at 1-1. going to map number 3.
You know, something I want to talk about there on that last play that was so huge, Brain. They had the Torb go into the back line. They had the Molten Core from behind when he went in for that Barrage. So the Barrage went down, and they had to back up into a Molten Core. It was just awful. There was damage on both ends. Quinnipac with a great pincer maneuver there to secure their first map win.
Yeah, Matt Muskie going for these constant flanks on the Torb. It's on this up to the side of Canisius to scout this flank out properly to make sure that he doesn't go uncontested, rather.
Yeah, and we saw, I mean, just a great turnaround from Quinnipac. They had such a strong defense. I mean, can you talk a little bit more about that defense? I mean, what really made it so unbreakable?
Well, Rialto is one of the maps where you can only go through either back left, the alley on the right, or through main. If the side of Quinnipac has a Junkrat to spam down main, they have a player to scout the alleyway, and then on the right side, you have the Torb on Matt Muskie, able to zone that side with his turret. So the defense is essentially covering the 3/4 very nicely. They're able to pressure on a Quinnipac who's not able, Canisius, who isn't running a fair like we saw on the side of Quinnipac, who's able to take that aerial supremacy and spam them from above.
I want to talk too about 22 scoops on that far play. I really think that was key to their attack run. It seemed like every time they were about to falter, 22 scoops came in, he got a kill, he got 2 kills. He was making amazing plays and taking so much attention away. I think really allowing Matt Muskie a lot of space.
Yeah, he was the distraction they needed for Matt Muskie to pull off those flank Molten Cores. With that in mind, he was able to essentially take all the aggro from Jumanji and that side of Canisius, draw it over to him, and then make the play with a very well-oiled team combination right there.
And it seems that our next map pick has come through. Canisius, after losing on Rialto, is hoping to take things to the beautiful African coastal country of Numbani. What do you expect to see here?
Well, Numbani is one of those maps that heavily favors dive tanks like Winston and Diva, not tanks such as Reinhardt and Zarya, which we've seen in the previous 2